tomorrow only chant once, then chant Atharshirish. Veda Sut, one, then Atharshirish. सादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः वेद वेदान्त वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुते स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Hari Om. We'll chant first mantra, Chaturth Prashna. Fourth question, first mantra. Atha hainam sauryayani गार्ग्यः पपृच्छ भगवन् एतस्मिन् पुरुषे कानि स्वपन्ते कान्यस्मिन् जाग्रते कतर एषः देवः स्वप्नान् पश्यति कस्य एतत् सुखं भवति कस्मिन्नु सर्वे संप्रतिष्ठिता भवन्ति इति. So, 3 questions, answers we saw. And the 3 questions were regarding the Appara vidya. There are 2 vidya. One is called Appara vidya, other is called Para vidya. Don't confuse Appara and Para prakriti. This is different thing. So Appara vidya is that in which after knowing you have to act. So I say, please cook like this. So after knowing how to cook, it is not having importance unless you cook it. Amnayasya kriyarthatvat. This is a famous line of Gemini. Amnayasya kriyarthatvat. Anartakyam tad anarthanam. Tad atadarthanam. Anartakyam tad atadarthanam. So, that is called Appara vidya. So, first point is you have to do after knowing. Second point is that the one who knows that Appara vidya, he has to attain something different than himself, therefore he has to do. Third point is Appara vidya gives a fruit which will be finite because it is a product of action. It's a product of action. So, fourth point is the Appara vidya is sadhya sadhan lakshana. There is a sadhana required, and for that sadhana you attain some sadhyam. There is a attained difference that also already we saw. So there is a doing involved. The Paravidya is that where after knowing you don't have to do anything because the known was misunderstood as different from the knower. When known is misunderstood as different from the knower, then by knowing the known, knower becomes one with the known. There is no action involved after knowing the Paravidya. Again I will repeat. Aparavidya is there where I have a knower and I know I have to go to Phoenix. This is the way out. You go to Higginson's highway and go straight. So after knowing, you will not be reaching there unless you take a car and you drive or you ask somebody else to take you. And then it will take some time and in due time you will reach. So action is involved. But supposing you are dreaming. So if somebody is telling you you are dreaming, it is not right. So by knowing only you know that you are a waker and you don't have to do anything else to become waker. Just knowing is enough. So here knower and known, difference is not there. And therefore, in Mundak Upanishad these two words have come. At Appara So, Rig Vedo, Yajur Vedo, Sam Vedo, Athar Veda, Siksha, Kalp, Vyakaran, Nirukta, Chand, Jyotishamiti. So this is the list. 10 knowledges are given as Appara, and Atapara Yayata Daksharam Adhigamyate. So one is called Appara, other is called Para. And all the knowledges of the world are Appara. Supposing I know medical, so unless you do an operation or you treat a patient or you give the medicine, it has no value. Supposing you know engineering, so unless you operate something, engineering is null and void. There is no value of that. You won't earn any money. And by knowing engineering, you won't become that what you want to make. So Appara Vidya is where I told na, knower known difference is there. Sadhan sadhya antar is there. So what sadhana is there? Like you take a car and you reach Phoenix. So car is the sadhana and driving is the sadhana and Phoenix is the goal. Car is not Phoenix then. You and car is not the Phoenix. So in the Appara Vidya, knower known difference is there. Sadhana sadhya difference is there. Difference between seeker and sought. Sadhana means seeker, sadhana, sadhak, sadhan sadhya. So one is seeker, sought difference is there. Okay? So all upasana is Appara Vidya. Because knowing about Hiranyagar, you cannot go to Hiranyagar. Therefore it was written here even Vidwan Veda. So one who does upasana, then only he can go for that Brahmalok. So, you got my point. So, last 3 chapters were on Appara Vidya. So, I hope this is clear. So, where difference is there, no one knows difference. Where there is sadhan sadhya, whereas the fruit is finite. It is a product of action. So because action is finite, fruit is also finite. In the case of Hiranyagar, one who goes to Brahmalok, he will have to wait for a very long time for Brahmaji to teach Vedanta, and then only he will be liberated. So, till now, the topic was not about the self or the Atma. I hope. Now the topic is about the Paravidya. And Paravidya is the one where is the knowledge of Atma is involved. Shivam Shantam Avikritam Aksharam Satyam Paravidya Gamyam Purushakyam Sabhayabhyantaraja Vaktavyan iti Uttaram Prashnatrayam Arabhyate. So all the 3 questions will be on Paravidya mainly. Paravidya means that knowledge of the self, knowing which you don't have to do anything else to get another fruit. Knowing itself is being. Knowing itself is being. You don't have to repeat that, you don't have to by heart that, you don't have to do anything else. So there is no difference between sadhana and sadhya. By jap, it is not paravidya. Why? Because our problem is of ignorance is there. Is it clear now? So this is called para, is a knowledge of the self. All was the knowledge of not self. If I take you, what was mentioned as Atma in the 3rd Prashna, Kutavaha Esh, where from it is coming, so from Atma it came, regarding that Atma, the knowledge will be given from 4th to 6th, specifically 4th and 6th, specifically. And remember that self, because it is not seen by eyes, because it is not conceivable by intellect, because it is not tangible thing, therefore it is called man. It is agochar, it is shivam shantam avikritam aksharam satyam agamyam ityadi. So these are the words given in the Upanishad, you will get it. Shantam Shivam Advaitam Ityadi. That's in Mandukya. And in Mundak, Bhashyakar has quoted in the commentary. If you can see the commentary, see, Tatra Sudiptat Iv Agnehe Yasmat Parat Aksharat Sarve Bhava Vispulingaha Iv Jayante Tatra Chaivapiyanti iti uktim Dvitiya Mundake Kete Sarve Bhava Aksharat Vibhajyante. Actually, Prashnopanishad is heard after Mundak only. And therefore he is quoting. You got it? Which page is there in the Bhashya? 15? 58? 58. Mil gaya? So there, Tatra Sudiptat Ivagnehe. So what is the mantra there? Yatha Sudiptat Pavakad Visphulingaha Sahasrasha Prabhavante Sakamaha. फिर बोले हमको क्या पता. तथा अक्षराद विविधा सौम्य भावा प्रजायन्ते तत्र चैवापियन्ति. बोले how much to buy heart Gita also, this also, I will have heart attack by hearting. I'm not asking to buy heart, just I'm quoting that. But you also don't buy heart. So like it's so he is saying you will get ill. So it is written here. So from the conflagration of fire, like the sparks come. Yatha sudiptad, well lit fire is. Pavakad vispulingaha. Sahasrasha prabhavante sarupaha. Thousands of sparks are coming. Tatha aksharad vividha somya bhava. Similarly, from that pure consciousness, jivas are coming. And they go back into that only. This example is given. You can go and refer in Mundak. So, now Bhashyakar writes here. Bhashyakar means Shankaracharya Bhagwan. We don't take the name here because he is very reverential. So he says, Kete sarve bhava. What are those things that come out? From that Paramatma, all has come out. What are those things? Katham va vibhaktaha. How they are divided. And where they go back. And what is the lakshana of that akshar from which all things come out? So give all the answers. This section is introduced. These three prashnas are introduced. I hope you have understood this point. So let us now see what is the prashna. Now, please note my point. But why this is there? Because that seeker got dispassionate from Appara vidya and fruit of Appara vidya. He has no patience to wait for Brahmalok. He has no patience to waste his time too much into Pranoupasana. Pranoupasana he has done, he has purified his mind, and now he wants that I want a quick answer. My life is short, and therefore, please tell me that what is that nature of the self which you touched upon in the third prashna and went ahead. I want more details into it. So why don't you go there? No, I have no, because anything, parikshalokan karmachitan brahmana nastya krita kritena, so anything born out of upasana and karma will be finite. So I have used upasana for purification, but I don't want the fruit of upasana, which is other lok. Remember I had said upasana has two directions. It can purify the mind, and if you are sakam, if you are nishkam, if you are desireless, you offer to the God, so same upasana will give you sadhan chatushta, especially shat sampatti. Karmyog gives you vivek, vairagya and mumukshatvam, and shat sampatti is attained by upasana. Bole, what is shat sampatti? What is Shat Sampatti? Shat Sampatti is Shama, Dama, Upriti, Uprati, not Upriti. Uprati, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhan. So when you do upasana for a long time, your mind becomes quiet of its vasanas. That is called Shama. Quietness of mind because of dilution of vasanas is called Shama. And quietness of sense organ because of niyam is called Dama. So when you are sitting in front of jap, so naturally your sense organ has to be quiet, and therefore you develop Dama in upasana. You have to sit, you have to concentrate, you can't move your hand, you can't move your eyes, you cannot see here and there, you cannot eat while you are doing puja or japa. So this way you develop Dama. Then third was Uparati. Uparati means that you are withdrawn from all other areas. This is the difference between Karma Yoga and Upasana. In Karma Yoga, you have to be extrovert. You have to talk to 10 people, you have to see here, you have to do a lot of work. But in Upasana, you come inside, and inside you see your God. So naturally there is a withdrawal. There is Uprati involved. When you do puja, or you do japa, or you concentrate on your God, you have to leave aside all other things. This is third. And when you do this for a long time, you develop the upasana. If you do 4 hours, 5 hours, so there is a 5 hours of uprati is there. Therefore, upasana becomes difficult. Because if a person is extremely rajagun, he cannot sit. He'll jump out. And in upasana, it's not that you are closing your eyes and thinking about something. You have to think about that God only. Titiksha is required because when you are doing havan, your eyes will have a smoke. When you are sitting, there will be pain there. So some kind of tolerance sometimes you feel like getting up, but still you sit. Sometimes you feel like, shouting, but still I'll keep quiet. Let me complete my jap, and I'll hit the mala on his head. So this titiksha is required. So this is titiksha. The fruit of upasana is called shraddha. You have a lot of shraddha that God is seeing my jap, seeing my puja, seeing my meditation. So slowly you develop in your shraddha also. And samadhan is the capacity to focus on one thought, and that you develop again. So the upasana is a very good tool to develop Shat Sampatti. This is called Shat Sampatti. And by Karma Yoga, you develop Vivek and Vairagya. Karma Yoga is to know that the thing which I am wanting, joy, does not have that much of joy as I thought. Karma Yoga is a tactics to discover the joylessness of the objective world. So by discrimination between Nitya and Anitya, you develop this passion. And ultimately, when you go in the field of action, you realize that I should be free from all actions. A time should come where I don't have to act, and that actionless, what is it? It is the self, and I should have the knowledge of the self. And therefore, Karma Yoga is very effective in developing Vivek, Vairagya and Mumukshatva, and Upasana is effective in developing Shat Sampatti. By Shat Sampatti, you can go much inside, and by Vairagya and Mumukshatva, you can leave the world. One is leaving the world outside, other is going too much inside. This is the two areas through which you can be a good student of Vedanta. So if anybody has not done sufficient Karma Yoga sadhana, then he will be listening to Vedanta, but again going out, because his vasana to do and vasana to enjoy has not been diluted. And if he has not done sufficient upasana, he will not be able to sit for a long time, and the grace of God will not be there to take him inside. So upasana's very big area is to invoke the grace of the God for your Vedantic sadhana. So he is not wanting the new lok. The difference between the Vedantin doing upasana and other person doing upasana is this. Other person does upasana for getting something higher. Vedantin does upasana for Brahmakar vritti, for facilitating, not felicitating, for facilitating his Vedantic studies and meditation. Because God's area is that. He is the Karmadhyaksh, He is the Phaladhyaksh. You have heard Vishnu Sahasranam. And this is where with upasana, he has become ripe and mature inside. So through Karma you have developed the capacity to leave the world, and sorrows and joys, honor, dishonor, good and bad doesn't have too much charm for you. Sufficient Karma Yoga makes you lose the charm of the world and lose the charm of Ahankar. You want to remain incognito and quiet because you know that too much people knowing me will disturb me. And upasana makes you fit to go much deeper in yourself and invoke the grace of God for your good health and contemplative mind and conducive people around. If you know that, these are the processes. And in anybody who has a smooth Vedantic sadhana, smooth Shravan, smooth Manan, that means he has done sufficiently either this birth or last birth. So outer situation will be quiet, people will not disturb you, you will have somebody good to tell about the Vedanta, Shravan is there. You will have a quiet place to contemplate and you can meditate, and this way you have already got the fruit of both. Only how much to do Karma Yoga and how much, depend how much you have to clear. If you have lot of ego, lot of complexes, you need lot of Karma Yoga sadhana. That means you have to practice surrender repeatedly. Your Vedantic studies will not help too much. And how much upasana you do, that depends what is your prarabdha. If your prarabdha is not very good, or your mind is having lot of kam krodh, that means you need to do more upasana to make yourself fit for this. This is the only purpose which I see value of upasana for in the Vedantic text which is written there. Because this is for the dispassionate seeker, this Upanishad. He is not interested in any lok, etc. Neither he is interested in Brahmalok also. Because he will not have that patience to wait. And neither he will do so much of upasana. Because it needs lot of upasana. I hope this point is clear. So, let me go ahead now. Atha hainam. Atha means after this Tritiya Khand, Anantaram, hainam. This is not haina. So this is ha enam. So enam means Pippaladam. Pippalad Rishi. To that Pippalad Rishi, Sauryayani Gargya. He asked a question. Now be clear about what question is asked. See, again he is addressing the teacher as Bhagwan. Why? Because high level of receptivity is required. So Shraddha is more within the teacher. You will receive a lot and you will stick till the text is taught. If Shraddha is less, you will take the words lightly and maybe will not be serious about that. Therefore, Bhagavan is there. Why? Because somebody's God's sankalp alone comes in the heart of the teacher and it tries to lift the disciple. So not everybody is everybody's teacher. Gurudev used to say, nobody can be Jagat Guru. So somebody alone can be somebody's teacher. Like all women are there, not all are mothers for you. All are not mother. Mother will be one who has sankalp for your nourishment and growth. Every woman doesn't have a sankalp for you. She can appreciate, she can feed you once in a while. But one who feeds you morning, evening, and takes care of your clothes and of your feeding and of your medicine, she is your mother. Similarly, there can be many saints. And every saint is good, no doubt about that. Saints are great. But God may have chosen some saint for me who keeps my liberation in his mind, my purification in his mind, my upasana in his mind. And such a saint who nourishes me every day, then he alone will be my Guru. So this is the difference why Bhagwan word has been used. So if Bhagwan Buddhi is not there, then I will not take the instructions clearly. I'll take it lightly. So, yasya sakshat bhagavati jnana deepa prade gurau martya asaddihi tas sarvam kunjar shauchvat. In Bhagavad this shlok comes, he says on that Bhagwan, one who has a thought that he is a mortal individual, all his studies are like the elephant bath. It will be washed off. Elephant takes bath and puts the dust ultimately. It is called elephant bath. And Guru Gita says, Guru Tattvam Avijnaya Sarvam Virtham Bhavet Priye. So without this Guru Tattva, all sadhanas will be ineffective. So there Bhagwan word has been used. Now let us move ahead. It may be a little up and down. Don't lose patience. Just go through it. The questions will be clearer. He says, he means Sauryayingaya. Sauryayani Gargyaha. What is Sauryayani Kabandi? Katyayan. So this is Sauryayani Gargyaha. Don't forget. First student was Kabandi Katyayan. Second was Vaidarbi. Garg Vaidarbi. Parvati? Bhargav Vaidarbi. Third was Ashwalayan Kausalya Ashwalayan. And fourth is Sauryayani Gargya. ठीक है, गलत सलत बता देते हैं. Second was Bhargav Vedarbi. Well, tell me one thing. Why these parents put such name difficult? Simple name they could have put. And why should I know all these things? Because they were illustrious, therefore their name is auspicious. Those people who are very good action, their name has a power, and therefore the name is put like that. Okay? Not everybody's name has effect, so their name has some shakti. So he is asking, Bhagwan etasmin purushe, now be careful, kani swapanti. He says, Purusha here means in this body, kani swapanti. While he is dreaming, there are 5 questions. 3 questions are on dream, 1 is on waking, and 1 is on Atma. There are 5 questions. Don't mix questions here and there. So, kani swapanti, swapnavasthayam. In the dream, what are the organs which will go to sleep? Which will stop functioning? Or what are the organs while he is dreaming? Which are the organs which will stop functioning or which will go to the sleep? That is called kani swapanti. This is you can put a mark there after swapanti question mark. After swapanti, I don't know in the book question mark is there or not, I don't think so. So you can put a question mark so that you can differentiate. So kani. Kani means how many are there. Next question is there, kani asmin jagrati. What are the organs which will be awake, that means which are functioning? Second question, again question mark. Second question. Third question is there, katar esha devaha swapnan pashyati. Qatar, this is not a Middle East country. Qatar means which Dev? Qatar is not that Qatar Airlines. So how the Qatar people come here and see the Swapna is not the question here. Qatar here means neither Hindi wala ke चूहे ने Qatar दिया वो भी नहीं है. So which Dev is seeing the dream? Qatar Esha Devaha. Deva means Dyotavan, which is Deva, illuminator, is seeing the dream. Swapnan means he is Swapna Padarthan, which is seeing the dream. So this is 3 questions on Swapna Avasthaya. In the dream there are 3 questions are there. Questions on dream is there. I am repeating it. Even if you can't understand the words, Sanskrit words, it is the question is, who are the organs which are sleeping or totally stop functioning in the dream? Second is, which are the organs which are still awake? And third is that what is the consciousness principle which witnesses the entire dream? Katar eshaha devaha swapnan pashyati. This is the third question. You can put again question mark. If you want, if you can understand without, because when you read after few months you will not know anything. Vedanta is forgotten very easily. So while you are studying you will know I'll get it, but you forget everything after some time. You just get lost, you wonder where is the book first. Then I'll understand where is the Vedanta. To search book itself is a challenge after few years. One person was selling Bhagavad Gita. He went to somebody's house. He said, so the person said, householder, he said, I think I don't know whether I have Gita or not. He said, no, I can see the book. So he called the bookshelf. He said, which is the most dusty book? This is the Bhagavad Gita. So, because it was most dusty, the person doesn't take the book out after the classes are over. So it is dusty book. You should take it out. These are 3 questions are there. Next question is, Kasya etat sukham bhavati? This is the again question mark after bhavati. Who is this is about deep sleep. In the deep sleep, who is the experience of the deep sleep Anand? Sushupti Anand, Sushupti Sukh. Who is experiencing the Sushupti Sukh? This is the 4th question. Next question. ठीक है ना? So this is the 4th question. 4th question. 5th question. Sarve kasminnu. Kasmin, not kinu. It is kasminnu. Kinu matlab. Kasminnu sarve sampratishtita bhavanti iti. So, iti. Iti means what is that? Kasmin means kasmin adhisthane. Survey means whole world. Whole world is located on, sampratishtha means located or based on which Atma Tattvam. What is that adhishthan? On which whole world is located. Acha. That means waking experiencer and waking world, dream experiencer and dream world, deep sleep experiencer and deep sleep world are based on what Atma? What is the nature of that Atma? In other words, this question is telling about this. Okay. So, these are the questions. 5 questions are there. So, first and second question will be answered in the second and third mantras. 4th, 5th and 6th will answer the third question. 7th, 9th and 10th will answer the 4th question. Acha. 8th will answer 5th question. think 12 mantras are there in that. 12 mantras are there. On 7th, 8th and 10th will answer 4th question. 9th is not there. 7th, 9th and 10th, sorry. 7th, 9th and 10th will answer 4th question and 8th will answer 5th question and 10th and 11th will be vidhi vakyam. Just a brief summary of the whole Prashna. Only all will be answered, that is enough for me, don't worry. Whenever the answering is okay, I'm not concerned. I'm just thinking how this will be over. Will this be over by Ram Navami or not? My question is this, this is 6th question. So already I am leaving on 12th. I won't be able to listen these things. I'm just thinking if it could be over, it will be good. But I don't think so. It will be over. I will catch up somehow, somewhere in life. So I'll not forget these 30 days. But I'll try to see that. So these are the 6 questions, including last one. So, well, will it be over or not? I cannot say. But let me go ahead. I don't want to keep myself very tight. So let me see. Otherwise, you can watch. Well, I will watch, but the good thing is that after 10, no new notes have to be made. That is the best point in my life, that notes is not there. If you make notes, you will benefit. It is for your benefit. Prithviraj was there, he went home and I didn't ask him. From there he was watching, he sent notes from there. So Tanamika used to give me the printout. So that was there, it's up to you. Spirituality, the challenge in spiritual life is that only you can do something about yourself. It is the notion, thought, there nobody is access. Unless you are determined, nobody can help a person. Okay. So unless you are very clear and you want to change, then nobody can force, nobody can make others understand unless he wants to understand. Unless he wants to know his mistake, he wants to realize, he wants to get out of it. If he is honest, then definitely one day he'll hit that, no problem. You do mistake, no problem. But you don't try to hide with the mistake. You have to find it out and you can get out of it. And nobody will help here. You are only God will be there. Nobody knows too much, nobody. Even if you know, people are not interested. People are not interested. You have to take interest in yourself. Now let me see the answer to it. Chale na? Answer? Let us read. Second mantra. Tasmai sahovacha yatha gargya marichayah arkasyastam gachatah sarva etasmin tejo mandale eki bhavanti taha punah punarudayatah pracharantevam havai tat sarvam pare deve manasi eki bhavati tena taryeshah purusho na shrunoti na pashyati na jigrati na rasayate na sprishate na bhivadate na datte na nandayate na visrajate neyayate स्वपति स्वपिति इत्याचक्षते. So tasmai sahovacha. Who said to whom? Pippalaji said to Gargya. Gargyaya. Gargya. He said, Yatha Gargya. Gargya is vocative. So, hey Gargya, as less Marichaya. Marichaya means, Bole Marichaya means mirchi. So, Marichaya means rays, not mirchi. So, Arkasya, don't discover your own meaning of the words. Arkasya, ark of the sun, the rays of the sun. Acha, Marichaya. Marichaya, Arkasya, as the rays of the sun. Acha, they collect in the sun. And Astam. Astam means when it sets, the sun sets. So what happened? All the rays of the sun, he is picturizing, go back in the orb of the sun. Ekasmin tejo mandale. Tejo mandale means in the orb. You must have seen the sun, which is like the orange in the evening. So eki tejo mandale eki bhavanti. They all converge in the sun. Acha? Taha. Taha. Sa te taha. Taha, that means Marichaya. All these rays, punaha udayataha arkasya, when this sun rises, pracharanti eva, they all emerge out. It's figurative. Don't go scientifically. The rays doesn't go inside the sun. Don't go scientific. It's a figurative way to express that. Well, the sun is always like that. Marichaya. So, taha punaha udayataha. Shatru pratyay. Pracharanti means it emerges. Udbhavanti. Evam havai. Got it, na? Example. So, in the evening, all the rays are converging back to the sun, and as if in the morning, all are emerging out from the sun. Similarly, Tat Sarvam, all these 5 GI and KI, Jnanendriyani and Karmendriyani, is meaning of Sarvam. Pare Deve, mind is called Deve here, Devata. Why? Because of effulgence. Mind is effulgent. Pare Deve, Manasi Eki Bhavati. In the mind, they all become one. So sense organ of action and perception in the dream, they go back into mind, and ultimately when it is over, they all come out from the mind. Acha, why it is called Deva? You know, one difference I'll tell you. Supposing it is pitch dark, here in the pitch dark, and you can't see anything because it is Amavasya and there is no light. You can't see your hand also. You cannot have a pitch dark dream. In dream, you cannot have a pitch dark. Dark dream is not possible. Nobody has seen pitch dark dream. Because the mind is of the nature here. Therefore, mind is called Deva. Pare Deve, effulgent one. Acha. So Bhashkar writes, Prakrishte Deve Dyotanvati Manasi Chakshuradi Devanam Manaha Tantratvat Pare Deve. So here Pare word has been used. Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, because sense organs are dependent on the mind, therefore he is called Pare Deve. So Manaha Devanam Manaha Tantratvat Paro Deva Manaha Tasmin Swapna Kale Eki Bhavati Mandale Marichi Vad Avisheshatam Gacchati. So you can't see Avisheshtam Gacchati, like different rays merge You can't separate the rays. Similarly, the sense organ in the mind cannot be separated. They have got merged into it. They have got merged into it. Okay, I understand that. Is it clear now? So where the first question was, if you remember, which are sleeping and which are awake and who illuminates all? These were the first three questions regarding the dream. Okay, acha, I understood that. So all have gone in the mind. Self is not said yet. All has, because the dream is going on. All has gone, all the sense organ have gone in the mind. Then what happened? Ten tarhi. Tarhi means at that time, swapna kale, then. Eshaha purushaha, this human being, na shrunoti. So at that time when it is in the sleep, in that dream, he is not listening. Why? Why? Sense organ of listening has gone in the mind. He is not listening now. Many times you may see in the class. So, na listening, na shrunoti. You will not hear the words. Or even if you hear jumbled up words is used, because mind is not functional, mind is not operative properly. You will not hear the words properly. This you will hear. If the mind is going and talk is going on, so words get mixed up. So you will hear, not that you don't hear at all. Before you sleep, you will hear before going to dream. But there is no distinction of the word that got mixed up. Biplak is saying like that. Therefore, this is on still like that words you hear. So tari, tena tari, esha, purushana, because sense organ has not totally gone. Little is remaining. If totally it has gone, you will not hear at all. Pura chala gaya wo. It has gone totally now. Packing on the andar chala gaya. So you don't hear at all. Na shunoti, na pashyati, neither he sees. Na jigrati, neither it smells. Na rasayate, neither it tastes. Na sprishate, neither it touches. I have seen one day, as a child, somewhere I was holding a glass and sleep came, glass fell down. So that sense organ also left. So that glass fell down. But I woke up after that. So na sprishate, it is not touching also. Na abhivadate, it is not speaking also. So when he goes, so a sleeping person, get up, it's already 8 o'clock. His not, sense organ is not out to speak properly. He is sleepy. So na is na abhivadate. Na datte, neither it holds the glass, what I said. You see, when you are about to sleep, when you are reading a book, so all of a sudden it falls down. Everybody's experience must be there. So when you are about to sleep and you are holding a book and all of a sudden book falls down or whatever you are holding, it falls down. Some people are alert by the voice, they get up. Some don't get up. So na adatte. Na anandayate. They don't enjoy. This anandayate is for maithun sukh. He is not enjoying. Na visrijate. There is no excretion there. No excretion there. Acha. Neyayate. Na. Neyayate means na iyayate. He doesn't move. Move is there. Move around. That's called nenayate. And then what you say? Swapati. He is slept now. Swapiti. Swapiti iti achakshate. So it is said here, swapiti. This is swapiti is for dream and deep sleep both here. It is for both, the expression is used here. So in other words, What do you mean by that? What you want to say? I want to say that subtle body is different than the gross body. How do you say there is existence of subtle body and gross body? Because if subtle body was gross body, the gross body being there, subtle body will always be operative. But the expression of subtle body from the gross body has gone in the dream. Therefore, subtle body is different than the gross body. Sense organ, mind, they are not same as gross body. And therefore, death is explained like that. If you don't consider difference of subtle body and gross body, you cannot explain death. Because if it is all same, then gross body will always keep the sense organ illumined because there is no other thing other than that. So 19 things which you saw, 19 things. Well, which 19 I forgot. 5 sense organ of action, 5 sense organ of perception, 5 sense objects, then Antakaran Chatushta 4. So 19. In Tattvabodh 17 are mentioned. 1 Buddhi is mentioned. Pran is not there in that. Pran is not sleeping. Although pran is a part of subtle body. If pran gaya to pran sleep, the person हरिओम हो जाएगा फिर. फिर श्री राम जय जय राम नहीं बोलेगा. फिर राम नाम सत्य हो जाएगा. So pran is not sleeping in that. But all they have gone back. That means they are not a part of gross body. And therefore when they leave this gross body and subtle body, therefore this is called Ling Sharir, Sukshma Sharir. ठीक है ना? बोले ठीक है. अच्छा, therefore, understanding is that I cannot be the gross body, right? And I cannot be the subtle body. Because all are current. They are all instrument of perception. If instrument is there, there has to be holder of instrument which should be different than the instrument. So instrument is coming and going, but the holder of whom this instrument belongs to is not coming and going. I'll come to it. Just these are small corollaries you can keep for your sadhana. Therefore it is called Antahkaran, Bahikaran. Karan cannot be karta. Your pen is Karan, you are not the pen. Your glasses are the Karan, you are not the glasses. Understood, no? They are Bahikaran and Antahkaran. Therefore, if eyes are seeing, I am not seeing. If the pen is writing, I am not writing. Karan does the karma and not that karta. Let us see now. So now second question was who is awake? And third question was who is the one who illuminates? So first question is answered. Now second question will be answered in a very traditional manner. You have to keep alert. Little complex is there. So you have to keep your mind little alert. So what is the second? Who is awake now? मन सो गया. अच्छा, हाँ, मन सो गया. मन में गए. सारे all have gone in the mind in the dream. In the deep sleep, mind also sleeps. Mind is also gone there. But I am not sleeping there. It will come. It will come now. So mind is also a current. Why? Because it is employable. Take your mind away from let's change the topic. Let us not think on that topic. So, okay, let's think something else. What was the breakfast? Let us talk about that. Achha, what was the breakfast? Let's go out today. It's very nice season is there. Let's go out. Let's go for sightseeing. Under some tree we'll go. And why we are becoming very serious, you are becoming sad. Therefore I'm saying, let's go out today. We'll go out at some place, Valley of Thousand Hills. So we'll go there and we'll go under some tree and it will rain all around, and it will chuck, 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 chuck all around raining, and I'll have viper going along like this, like that. What will happen by that? I like that rain. I like rain. Chapak, chapak, I light all around. And inside the car we'll have a coffee in the flask, coffee biscuit, and then we'll stop somewhere and sip the hot coffee after that. Don't become serious. You are becoming very sad, and don't get sad. Come on, let's move out. This is called diversions. Sometimes you can shift the mind, and therefore it is current. Similarly, you can don't discuss on this, don't decide on this topic now. Decide on that topic first. Therefore, buddhi also you can shift. But aham you cannot shift. So this portion is to introduce. Not that I did not know that mind, sense organ go back. You should know that I am still there in the dream and deep sleep, but I have no awareness of the body, I have no awareness, sense organ, I have no awareness of the mind in deep sleep. This will be told later on. It is slowly to wean away from this gross body, prana, subtle body, causal body, and take you to that Atma actually. There is strategy. Pipalaji is working with a strategy. He is working with some very nice agenda, not hidden agenda. Nice agenda is there. Understood, no? So try to, don't get bored. Well, I'm not getting bored, it's very interesting. So let us now see the third mantra we'll chant and then we'll see it tomorrow. Pranagnayaha eva etasmin pure jagrate garhya patyo hava esho panah vyanah अन्वाहार्य पचनः यद्गार्य पत्याद् प्रणीयते प्रणयनाद् आहवनीयः प्राणः. So it is very technical. So you have to keep your mind little alert. So don't sing difficult, but technical words which we don't use. So these words are used: garya, patya, anvaharya, pachnaha. So ahvaniya. 3 pranas are mentioned here. Why it has been used, how it has been used, it is very interesting. You don't lose hope and heart. Remember, this is the third and fourth mantra, this will be answered here. We will see it tomorrow. New topic is there. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari.